So, I was in the middle of filming this vlog. I had a pretty good day. I sound like my mom. My dad called my mom and she started off by saying, I had a good day until, same here, I went up, hung out with my sibling for a bit, hung out with the dogs, which I love. I was hungry and I didn't want to stop anywhere, so I stopped at the farmer's market. I got 3 of the world's juiciest peaches. I ate one of them in the car, some plums, yellow watermelons, which I love and are so hard to find. You can only get them like once in the summer. So I got some yellow watermelons and some farm fresh eggs. And I was gonna come home and film the haul of all of the things that I had. And I picked up my phone to take it in the car. I mean, in the house from the car. I was listening to a podcast and then I got a voicemail saying, hi, my name is blank. I'm actually your dad's wife. I know her name, we just don't talk very often. My birth dad, my dad that you guys don't get to see. Please give me a call. This is my number. I have some news for you, but I don't want to leave it on your voicemail. Thanks. To be completely honest, which this is what I told her as well, I thought she was calling me to tell me that he was in jail, because my dad, although I thought he was the funniest human alive, literally I'm the spitting image of him. I act a lot like him too. It just hasn't gotten me into legal trouble. But I was having a hard time getting a hold of him a while back, and he told me that the cops had his phone. So I assumed that she was gonna say he was in jail. But before that was my assumption, I thought immediately, oh, he died. Like, that was my first thought. And then I was like, he's 56 years old, he didn't die. And I remember last night, I had to be up this morning at 4:30 for a Zoom meeting. It had to be super early. I had to be on by 5. But last night I could not sleep. I woke up a bunch of times. I sat awake staring at the ceiling for a while. I tried to will myself to sleep, but my thoughts were just running. And I wonder if I kind of knew subconsciously. And then that being my first reaction, I don't know. I just wonder if intuitively I knew somehow. But she asked me if I was sitting down and then told me that my dad passed away last night. That he fell asleep in his chair like a recliner. And when she went to wake him up this morning, he was unresponsive. So, needless to say, I did not film that farmer's market haul. And I know some of you guys might be like, why are you trying to be funny? But like, that's just how I deal with things. Ask my therapist. And it's just so weird because I'm only, I mean, people lose parents far younger, but I'm 33 and I've already lost my first parent. Not really a parent though. My mom raised me until I was 13. And my stepdad, she married my stepdad when I was 13. And they've been together ever since. So 20 years, because I'm 33 now. But my dad, my mom was always very gracious about him. That he wasn't a bad person, he just made bad choices. The first bad choice, I've told this story, it's probably really far back on my channel. he robbed a bank when I was young and he went to jail for it, which is when my mom left him and we moved to Texas. So he made bad choices, but he wasn't necessarily a bad person. I know that he cared about me and loved me very much. Whenever he had access to a phone, he always made sure he called on my birthday. Now in his older years, he's definitely calmed down some, not totally, but he was definitely a firecracker. Always made me laugh. I'm very much like him. It's funny that it comes on the heels of my last video where I was saying, like, I don't want to get married. I'm a Bryant. Like, I don't know his side of the family, but it is still who I am, you know? Like, very impulsive, very, I'm gonna do what I want to do, very creative, very humorous. Like, he would just talk to me and laugh and be like, oh my God, you're just like me. And then when I sent him pictures or when we FaceTime, he's like, I don't know how you look exactly like me. It's just like your DNA. That's just who you end up being. So yeah, my dad died. Me, my mom, and my dad, my stepdad. My dad, I call him my dad. Obviously, he raised me from 13 on. I'll be going to his funeral once his wife decides what she's gonna do. He is a veteran. I'm assuming he'll probably go to a VA cemetery, but who knows, he might have had other wishes. It's just so crazy. A lot of you guys know that I had like a brother that didn't know about me. He was born 2 years before me from my dad. Sorry, I need to blow my nose. I've called him, but I haven't been able to get in touch. He has a very different view on our dad than I do. He really doesn't want anything to do with him, and I just never took offense to the fact that he wasn't able to be in my life. He was a good person. He was a very kind person, and without going too far into it, he was like very, very talented. He hurt himself in his sport, and like a lot of people, ended up getting addicted to the drugs that were supposed to heal him from that. And then it just kind of spiraled from there. And addiction's hard, and he definitely kicked it. But after you're in jail, just the way that jail as a system is set up, it's really hard to succeed after that. For anyone, especially for Black men coming out of jail. Once you're a felon, it's hard to like put your life back together in a way that this world needs you to in order to be a success, you know? So, like, I never thought I'd be like helping my dad's wife plan his funeral at 30, like 33. I feel bad for my mom. You know, it's her first husband. She knows him far better than I do, you know, because she raised me herself. But what a woman, right? To have so much hurt from that relationship, and I'm sure you have to feel so let down to have like a kid with someone and them not be there. But she was just always so kind about it, and kind to him. So I feel bad for her. But such is life. Why am I on YouTube crying? I don't know. It's just like my intuition is always, I guess I gotta talk about this. Being open. Maybe someone else is going through it too. And it's just so weird because we're not super close. And like I said, he wasn't a parent, he was a friend. But I would consider him, especially over the past few years, a very good friend. Even though he wasn't like what he was supposed to be to me, I really valued what we created together. And like last year or 2 years ago, we were supposed to go to, you know, our family reunion and stuff. And then of course, you know what happened? The pandemic Lovato, and you know, that kept getting pushed back and back. And he'd always tell me about, you know, people, because his family is quite small. Both of his parents died when I was really young. Just people that he wanted me to meet while he was still around, but I think he went before some of those people even went. So yeah, I don't know that I will feel up to putting a vlog together this week. This towel is really going through it right now. My friend Laura sent me this towel and she's probably cringing watching me wipe my nose on it. Which is funny because Laura's last name is Bryant as well. So I tell her she's like a distant cousin or something. Even though she's like a little white blonde girl. So there probably won't be a video this week. Because, well, this video. But I did want to let you guys know what was going on. If I'm kind of MIA. If I'm acting different. The timing of this all is crazy because I'm packing, and now, you know, I may be gone for, you know, a couple days or a week out of the 20-ish days that I have left in this apartment. So it kind of like fast tracks a lot of this too. But that's all. Thank you guys for watching. Tell the people you love that you love them. While you have the ability to. And wow, if you've never had to see yourself cry on camera, like literally what a treat for you. Because I'm looking at myself and yikes. Yeah, give the people you love a big hug. Tell them you love them while you can, and I will see you guys soon.